In a world where billions of devices connect every second, one unsung hero quietly powers our digital lives. It is not your smartphone, not your laptop, but a small box blinking in the corner of your room. What is this device that keeps the internet alive, and how did it become the backbone of our connected world? Today, we dive into the fascinating story of routers. Welcome to Objectified, the channel where everyday objects get their moment in the spotlight. Routers may seem like humble gadgets, but they are the invisible architects of the internet, directing data across the globe. From their origins in the early days of computing to their role in shaping modern life, this is the story of routers, a tale of innovation, connectivity, and a little bit of magic. Let us explore how this unassuming device became a cornerstone of our digital age. The story of routers begins in the 1970s, when the internet was just a fledgling idea. Back then, computers were massive, clunky machines, and connecting them was no easy feat. The need for a device to direct data between networks gave birth to the router. In 1974, researchers at Stanford University, including Vinton Cerf and Robert Kahn, were working on the early internet protocols. They needed a way to send data packets from one network to another efficiently. Enter the first router, a device called the Interface Message Processor, or MP. The MP was not much to look at. It was a bulky cabinet, more like a refrigerator than the sleek boxes we know today. Built by BBN Technologies, it acted as a traffic controller, directing data between ARPANET nodes, the precursor to the internet. This early router was a game changer, enabling computers to communicate across vast distances. By 1976, the first true router, the Xerox PARC router, emerged, capable of handling multiple network protocols. It was a clunky prototype, but it laid the groundwork for what routers would become. Fast forward to the 1980s, and routers began to evolve rapidly. Companies like Cisco Systems saw the potential of networking and started building routers for commercial use. Cisco's first router, the AGS, launched in 1986, was a breakthrough. It could handle multiple types of network traffic, making it versatile for businesses and universities. This was when routers started moving from research labs to offices and homes. By the 1990s, the internet exploded, and routers had to keep up. The rise of dial-up connections meant households needed affordable, user-friendly routers. Enter the Linksys WRT5 4G. Released in 2002, this iconic router brought Wi-Fi to the masses, offering reliable wireless connectivity at a price most could afford. Its open-source firmware also made it a favorite among tech enthusiasts who hacked it to unlock new features. Today, routers are smarter than ever. Modern routers, like mesh systems from Google or Eero, use AI to optimize connections, ensuring seamless streaming, gaming, and browsing. Innovations like Wi-Fi 6 and 6E have pushed speeds to gigabit levels. While security features protect against cyber threats, routers now handle everything from smart home devices to virtual reality headsets, proving their adaptability in an ever-changing tech landscape. Routers are more than just tech gadgets. They are cultural enablers. They have transformed how we work, play, and connect. Think about the rise of remote work routers made it possible for millions to work from home during the global shift in 2020. They power Zoom calls, online classes, and Netflix marathons. In gaming, low-latency routers like the Asus ROG Rapture have become essential for competitive players, reducing lag in games like Fortnite or Call of Duty. Routers have also bridged divides. In rural areas, initiatives like Starlink use advanced routers to bring high-speed internet to places once cut off from the digital world. They have empowered creators, allowing YouTubers, streamers, and podcasters to share their voices globally. Without routers, the internet, as we know it, social media, e-commerce, online learning would not exist. They are the unsung heroes behind our connected culture. Here are some surprising tidbits about routers that might blow your mind. Did you know the first router was so big it took up an entire room? The Interface Message Processor weighed over 900 pounds. Or that the term router comes from the idea of routing data, like a postal worker sorting mail. Another fun fact, routers have inspired art and design. The sleek, futuristic look of modern routers, like the Netgear Nighthawk, has made them a stylish addition to homes, not just functional boxers. And here is a quirky one: some routers have hidden Easter eggs. For example, certain Linksys models have secret diagnostic pages accessible only through specific IP addresses. a nod to tech-savvy users. Oh, and one more. Wi-Fi routers emit signals in a donut-shaped pattern, not a sphere. That is why placing your router high up, like on a shelf, gives better coverage than leaving it on the floor. Who knew router placement could be so strategic? From their clunky beginnings in the 1970s to the sleek AI-powered devices of today, routers have come a long way. They have grown from niche tools for researchers to essential devices in every home, office, and cafe. Routers are the silent workhorses of the internet, directing the flow of data that keeps our world spinning. Their story is one of innovation, adaptability, and impact, a reminder that even the smallest objects can shape history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of routers, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Objectified for more tales about the objects that define our lives. Got a router story of your own? Maybe a time your Wi-Fi saved the day or drove you nuts? Drop it in the comments below, we would love to hear it. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. That is all for today's episode of Objectified. Stay curious, stay connected, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, keep exploring the stories behind the things we use every day. Bye for now.